you think are the causes of domestic violence in relationships?
Jealousy.
Okay.
There are lots of people, when they have this partner, they are always very protective and very jealous about it. I'm not justifying the fact of beating a woman is right, or you beating your boyfriend is right, because nowadays, like I say, this domestic violence, it goes both ways. Women, they beat men, I tell that true.
Another reason why people get themselves into this whole mess is because most of the time they ignore the red flags from the beginning. For someone like me, if you tell me something like, I will slap you, or if I spank you, I'll get scared though. I'll get scared. I may not tell you that, you scared me, or I feel like you do it to me. I know some people use it as a joke, but that thing will begin to give me some hints. And then there are people that maybe you are just staying together with the person, and then you do something to the person, and the person may just carry an object and just throw it on you. Like some ladies do that, or maybe they carry their phones and stone you or something. It will give you hints that this person has the tendency of abusing me. Yes, abusing me. You understand? So I think that's part of the reasons.
So why do you think those people, like the abusers, why do you think they do that to
the people? So a lot of people, I feel, is the first time when you try it will determine if it will continue or it will stop.
Not really. Some people can pretend when they see that they've harmed you and all that. They will feel bad, and then maybe they'll apologize, and then they'll try to restrain themselves. But afterwards, they will begin to show them their real selves.
What your action towards the beat will determine if it will continue or it will stop. By the time you beat me once and I break your head with pistol, tell me you beat me again. Would you be scared of what I can do? Or a lot of people, I told you now, if now you start a relationship, you beat me once and then I cry, then later you come, you apologize, you beg me, and then you promise never to do it again. There's that tendency you will still do it again, because the highest that will happen is I will cry and you will come back and apologize.
Haven't you seen scenarios whereby maybe this guy will beat his wife or something, or her brothers will come, they will beat him up, they will do this to him,
but you still do the same thing
beat her again. So it's not about your reaction. If that person is like that, the person will continue being that way. So it's better you just leave.
I think one of the reasons why some people do that is because in their own homes, like their parents,
they grew up seeing
it in their homes. They grew up seeing their mom abuse their dad, or their dad abuse their mom. True. And so they have this mindset that the only way you can make your partner do what you want him or her to do is by beating the person.
Okay.
So it affects them.
It affects them quite all right now. But okay, now there are people now, I know a lot of our viewers now may have experienced it, like now growing up in a home that they watched their dad beat their mom beat their dad and all of that. So do you feel people should stigmatize themselves from people that grew up in that home? Because that trauma will be there, and then they'll feel bad that, okay, yes, people believe that my dad beats my mom and my mom beats my dad, so nobody wants to be my girlfriend or nobody wants to be my boyfriend anymore because of where I'm coming from. How do those people deal with that?
This point that you raise is very important, because some people used to say, no problem,
yes,
let us start dating, the person will change, or I will change the person and all that, or no, we'll go for therapy with the person. See, don't do any therapy with anybody. The person should go for therapy before you start the relationship.
But he has never laid his hand on anybody. He just grew up in that background, and it's not as if he's a woman.
He will definitely show you signs. He will show you signs, and some will even say it.
Yes,
yes, I grew up in a home.
all.
In fact, some ladies, they will say, if you know you're a man, beat me. Beat me. If you know you're a man, beat me. They'll say all these things. So when this person begins to say it, you know that this person has it in her head that it's only when they beat her that the person will show that he's a real man. You understand? That person has to go for therapy. Maybe you need to halt. Let the person go for therapy. Let it be certified that that person is now mentally okay, so that the person will not lay his hands on you.
The thing about this abuse is not just physical. It's not just physical abuse.
Yes.
Okay, maybe yes, women go through physical abuse mostly in a relationship, but then these women, most of them abuse their partners emotionally, and it's very bad. Yes. Even physically, like we just finished this issue with Johnny Depp and his girlfriend, wife, Amber Heard. Like, it's not just about the men, and it's not just about physically abusing a person. Someone can actually abuse you emotionally, and then you just make you feel down in that relationship. You can't speak for yourself. Anything you say is wrong.
So what do you think is the way out of this problem now?
Like you said, therapy and God. Now on a serious note, because there are many people that they don't see it as it's bad. Like I told you, background check is very, very important. Some people come from that angle, do you understand, and they feel it's right, while some grow from that background too and they feel it's wrong. Do you understand?
When you see signs, leave. That's just it. That's just my advice to you. This woman that died, she has been in this relationship, Osinachi. She has been in this relationship for a long time. He has beaten her, he has done that, they'll be begging you, Pastor.
And she was quiet about it, she was silent about it. But
I
do
will
you
not
mean
let it go.
No, but do you
I will leave.
Let me tell you the truth. Once you love somebody, you try to help that person. Help. You have to help somebody you love. You do you understand? I'm not saying you should marry him, but you can help that person for further his relationship. Will you never marry? Or the person that should marry should go and suffer?
Although a man cannot change a man, no. That is the truth. And like you said, it's only God that can change someone. But the person has to be willing to say, hi, this thing is bad, I really need to stop it. And then the person will say, okay, no problem, let me go for this therapy. I've made up my mind that it's not going to happen. Another thing again is, generally, I think people need to control their anger.
But in this country, do therapy work?
That
Nigeria.
Is the thing, no. That is the
thing.
Africa. Most people are not even concerned about
how many people? Let me tell you, only Ajebo they see therapy as something, no.
Then maybe it's something that
those in the 30s, they don't know what is therapy.
That means it's something that needs to be awakened in this country. Like,
exactly.
In other countries, you see that people go for help, they go for therapy when they are not mentally okay, when they are not stable, they go for help. But then in this country, you hardly see places that offer help.
Yes, you can't even speak about your struggles. So be like,
strong.
Why are you acting like this? Be strong. You can take it. All the women who come and advise you, stay with him, hold your home.
Thank you.
Then what do you?
As in,
yeah, so that's the thing. People should try to control their anger. Like even in your relationship with the same gender, like your friends, like the three of us right now. If you don't know how to control your anger, one day you snap out. And you will not be happy with how you reacted. So people should try as much as possible to control their anger.
Okay, I think talking about anger, actually you have to learn to control your anger. Control yourself. If you know that being in this place, being in this environment where this person is yelling at me, acting up and behaving anyhow, will make you react in a bad way. I think it's better you leave that place. Leave that place. Avoid it by any means. Avoid it, because at the end you regret doing what you did. That's just it. If you know that you're having anger issues and you're this kind of person that cannot really handle what people say to you, you are not really emotionally strong, and if a person says something to you, you just react in a bad way, just try to leave that place. That's just my advice to you.
Another thing is for you to get busy, because some people are so jobless that they don't give each other healthy spacing. They are always together, and then you suffocate yourself so much that you don't even have your time. Seriously, you don't even have your time. But if you get busy, like you have something to do, you come back, you're so tired, you don't really have time to go into all these fights and all that. And some people should also understand that if your partner doesn't want a particular thing, please don't do it, as long as that thing is bad. But it does not
justify that because I do it, then he will beat me now.
No, it doesn't justify that. That's why she said if the person is doing that to you, you just leave. That's the truth. But try not to provoke people to the point that they will feel so outraged and so angry to the point that they can't control themselves. You see, some men will say, don't ever insult any member of my family. And then because the woman knows that when she's angry and she wants him to be angry too, she will insult every member of his family when she knows to get to him. Yes. And then the woman may say, please don't do this to me, and then the person will do it to her just to provoke her and see that she gets very violent, which is wrong. I think people should try to understand each other.
Actually, understand each other, know what this person wants.
Inevitable, that's the truth. Conflict is inevitable. So the best thing is just look for how we can control our temperament in order for us to just flow easy. You know, now everybody is just there shouting justice for women, justice for women. Women too they push their husbands to the wall too. The abuse is both ways. Men too suffer this, but you know, it's more of a shame for you to even tell your male friends that my wife is beating me at home. They go through this thing, but they don't talk to. You understand? It's not just women too that suffer. Men too also go through this stress. and everybody is suffering it.
For people that like to stigmatize those that go through domestic violence, I would like to say that is a big shame.
Exactly.
Yes, because I saw there was this lady on TikTok that was trying to address an issue, and then people started bringing up her pictures of when her boyfriend was abusing her.
Anybody can be in it.
Yes.
Anybody can be
But
in
When
it.
the person come to you to complain, you shout, why you acting this way? But when the person die, all of you will stand up
Thank
and
you,
say,
and start shouting
kill
justice.
this one, justice for this, justice for that. When you are not even helping matters.
So whatever happens, it's a no for domestic violence. Say no to domestic violence of any form. If your partner is abusing you, please take your leave. That person can go for therapy, and when the person is done, you people can continue
Just go,
together.
sef, just go. Don't come back.
That's it.
So thank you so much for watching Sort It Out with
Sorted TV.
See you next time. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Sorted TV, at Instagram, at
TikTok.
and
Facebook.
Facebook. See you next time. Thank you. Bye.